Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? Welcome here. Welcome to Smackdown, April 24th, 2020, and today's live stream is another charity live stream to help raise funds towards the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund from the World Health Organization. It is great to have each and every one of you join us here today. Let's do some good, let's raise some funds, and let's jump into this thing with a Conman certified roll call. So who do we got in here today? We got Steve Gibson Martins, how you doing? We got Zavon Marble, welcome my friend. We got Wolfpack Matthew Grantland. KLES is up in here. We got Tyler Cook, good to see you my friend. MC Blackman, Diego Toledo, welcome to the stream. We got Rebecca Helfritz. We got the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. Steve Taylor, how you doing? Kevin Hooks is up in here. We got Christian Santos, Rebecca Helfritz, welcome to the stream. Dale Jr. 88 Eagles. We got Josephine Liu, welcome. We got Beast, Christian Vega as well. Fayo Go, how you doing my friend? We got Chris Lee up in here. Tyler Crawford, Griffin the GOAT made his way up in here. We got Carlos Peralta, Shane the Gamer, Russ 9080, welcome to the stream. Raul Kapar, welcome my friend. We got Antonio Coleman, great to see you. JB Films, we got Blitz, welcome to the stream. Great to have you. Curtis Brown, and let's give our final shout out to Aman Giantandani. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Great to have you. All right. Let's do this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is SmackDown Live. Yes, it is live here tonight. At least that is my understanding of the show. It's kind of difficult to keep up to date with what shows are truly live and what shows are pre-taped in essence. But I believe tonight's show is live, and there is some interesting things that are bound to go down here tonight. So tonight's show, it is the 25-year celebration of Triple H. So whether that means we're going to get something involving Triple H moving forward, whether there's a tiny thing that is going to be turned into a storyline here tonight or not, I don't know. It feels like WWE has been promoting 25 years of Triple H for a little bit now, for like, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Feels like they plan on probably doing something during the segment. If I was WWE, the logic would dictate that you would probably be putting Triple H in the Money in the Bank ladder match, right? Climb the corporate ladder, if that's his big announcement tonight. That's, unfortunately, I think a lot of people are saying that's the direction he's going to go in. And to add fuel to the fire, Triple H did say that he doesn't want to fall off a ladder at this point in his career. Well, usually when somebody says something like that unprovoked in wrestling, that means they are hinting at something that is going on. I don't want to believe that it's Triple H in the Money in the Bank ladder match, but it seems like that might be a direction they move in. The other direction that they could potentially move in is The Fiend attacking Triple H tonight to set up a potential feud down the line. They could also do it to kind of hot start the feud some more with Braun Strowman. Maybe Braun Strowman comes and makes a save for Triple H. I don't know. So we might see something along those lines with The Fiend trying to attack Triple H tonight. I'm also trying to think of other ways that they could go about this. This could honestly just be a way to try to get ratings without producing matches at the time. They might just want to go out there and say, Triple H, go on the microphone for 20 minutes and talk about your career, and we'll send a couple people out there, and that's what it's going to be. Steve Taylor says, Triple H and The Fiend never had much history together, though. I bet you Bray Wyatt could spin something if they wanted to. I'm just looking for potential options here tonight with Triple H being in the building and being used as an on-screen character tonight. They could do something to kind of hot start feuds moving forward. I don't know if they maybe want to bring somebody else out. Maybe this could be a way to bring up an NXT talent. I know it seems like Ciampa is going to be having issues with Karrion Kross, the former Killer Kross, Karrion Kross now. So I don't think Ciampa could be brought up in any way, shape, or form. By the way, Ciampa versus Triple H is an absolute dream match in the future. But I don't know what the direction is. So, folks, I want to hear from each and every one of you right now. What do you think is going to happen with Triple H tonight? What do you think? What do you think? How you doing, Waleed? I'll give you a little shout out there just because you're Waleed. All right. I honestly don't know, though. How are you doing there, J Money Jeff? Welcome to the stream. Rule says nothing at all. That seems likely as well. that does seem likely. Wouldn't put it against WWE to not turn this into anything major, right? And I don't think that's a bad thing if it's just a segment. How you doing, Aled? Welcome to the stream, buddy. I hope you're doing well. But now, everyone, if you have not done so, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. What we need you guys to do as well is just make sure that you share this stream around. This is a charity fundraising live stream to try to raise funds towards the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund for the World Health Organization. Thank you, Aled, dropping $5 right in there. That's great to see. I love seeing the support towards this cause here. You guys have already been awesome. So far, we have raised over $1,650 so far. We are closing in on potentially reaching the $2,000 mark before this is all over. Again, our final live stream as of right now, not to say that we won't do any more in the future, but our final live stream for the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund will be taking place on the 29th, so next Wednesday, all right? Next Wednesday during NXT and AEW is the last stream we'll be having active for a little bit, where we will raise funds towards COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund. So, thank you, Aled. I appreciate that. Let's burn it down. Yeah, baby. And TNT 56A says, aiming for a 3-time Boss Battle champ tonight. I look forward to it, my friend. I really do. We'll get you up on that Boss Battle Championship right there if you wish to support this cause. But are you ready for a good time? Because Conman's ready for a good time. You know Conman's ready for a good time. He's never ready for a bad time. I mean, who's ready for a bad time? Imagine walking into life and saying, hey, I'm ready for a bad time. No, that sounds stupid. You're ready for a good time. So is Conman. So are you. Let's get this show underway. 25 years of Triple H and so much more. Are you ready for a good time? You can't hate Triple H. It's impossible. It's not impossible. I bet you know what, my friend? If you go back to 15 years ago, sorry. You go back to, yeah, you know what? Yeah, 15 years ago. Holy shit, 2005. Yeah, you go back 15 years ago, maybe 12 years ago. And there's a bunch of people that hated Triple H. Hated Triple H. You know, other than I believe in the year of 2000, Triple H was always viewed as just being one of those guys. He was the guy to put the title on when there wasn't anybody else to put the title on. When there wasn't any more super exciting options, they put the title on Triple H. And he was kind of their go-to guy to get them through the rough years. Right? Triple H, he had one year, I believe, in like 2000 or something like that, where he was like arguably the best wrestler in the world for about a year. And then after that, he's just always kind of been there, right? Not in a bad way. He's always made memorable moments. He's made moments, of course, inside Hell in a Cell. He's had Mania moments, returns. He's now groomed NXT into being what it is today. But Triple H, he was one of those guys that was given the belt because nobody else was pushing to take time away from him being the champion. But he was essentially WWE's poster boy because they didn't have anyone else to step up and be the poster boy. Not until John Cena rolled around, right? That's kind of been Triple H's career there for a while. He was the guy because no one else was the guy. Not because he forced everybody's hand to making him the guy. Does that make sense? Love Triple H, love everything he has done with his career. He is one of my favorite performers of all time, but that's just the cold hard truth of it. He was pushed at the top because nobody else stepped up for a long time. Anyways, not trying to shit on the career of Triple H. It's 25 years, and that is an incredible achievement in its own right. But the New Day are coming on down to the ring, the 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. What do you guys think? Do you agree with my analysis there of Triple H? Or do you disagree? Just say agree or disagree in the chat right now, because it's okay if you disagree with me. It's okay if my takes aren't necessarily what you guys agree with, because what I say is not what always goes. That's for damn sure. Oh, I did there, Raul. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. So TNT 56 Ace dropping 25 up in here. Thank you, buddy. But it's the New Day. We'll roll that dono right after this, okay?
Last week, your boys, the New Day, became your
WWE World Tag Team Champions
for the 8th time.
Baby.
Hey, and we got to put some respect on this man's name because this is the man who is responsible, the man who defeated the odds. This man, my brother, Big E, baby. Put some respect on his name. Chest bump me, dog. Put your hands together for Big E.
Kof, there's no one here to clap. Not a soul. Not a soul. But speaking of 8 times, man, there is nothing like having our girls back wrapped around our waist. And speaking of which, late last night, boy, I was digging.
Whoa. Sir. Let's not get into those details. Not here, okay? But what I do want to get into is the historical significance of what we have accomplished. And I don't mean to come across as braggadocious, but I don't think there's anything wrong with being proud of what you have accomplished.
Hey, Lou Dog, how you doing, buddy?
We have more tag team championship reigns than great teams like the Hart Foundation, great teams like the British Bulldogs.
Wow.
Great teams like the New Age Outlaws. Great teams like Demolition. Great teams like Edge and Christian. And I don't say this to brag. I don't say it to brag. No. I say it because I am proud. We are proud to have our names etched forever next to some of the greatest tag teams in the history of this industry.
Yes, man. And 8 times, man. 8 times. That's more championships than future Hall of Famer Tampa Bay Buccaneer Tom Brady. Yes, Tom Brady, baby, he's in Tampa. It's a new day in Tampa Bay. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, Kofi. Hey, I'm just jokes. These are just jokes. I was playing. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
There you see the Lucha House Party doing a Tom Brady impression. They're bursting into someone's house uninvited.
Lucha sucks.
8-time tag team champion. Yo, that's what I call Lucha lit. Lucha lit, papa.
Lucha lit.
But you know what's not Lucha lit? Sitting in the back and watching team after team get opportunities that are clearly not coming to the Lucha House Party. But tonight, like I said, we wanted to come out and congratulate you and be the first team to challenge you for those tag.
Yeah! Miz and Morrison. Hey, ho, Miz and Morrison. Hey, ho, and they're coming on down to the ring, walking right past the loser house party. That's what I'm talking about. Miz and Morrison, baby. Really? Yeah, really.
You guys come out here acting like you're legitimate champions. You beat me in a singles match for the tag team championship.
Yeah, baby.
We've been getting the short end of the stick every time. Our first tag team title defense, inside the Elimination Chamber.
Our second title defense, a singles triple threat ladder match.
Our third title defense, we already talked about, another travesty of justice. But you see, you two have never beaten us in a traditional tag team match. Your win was cheap.
I don't know who's pulling strings for you two, but you don't deserve those championships. We elevate those titles.
Hey.
We
Ho,
elevate
ho.
the entire tag team division.
Ho.
You
Ho,
make
ho.
those titles look like jokes, and we are sick of it. We want our titles back, and we want them back right here, right now.
Yeah.
Cállate la boca.
Hey, shut up, losers.
Aquí estamos, porque nosotros nos merecemos una oportunidad por esos campeonatos.
You wrestled in Mexico. What did he say?
He said he respects you as a man, a warrior, and as a great American.
That's not what he said. Not at all.
Then what'd he say?
I'm not going to repeat it, you know?
Hey, what'd he say?
What he actually said was, he thinks that...
Lindsay, speak into the microphone. You had one line. Speak into the microphone. Oh, at least the Forgotten Sons are here. I can't stand the Loser House Party. They're such bad performers. I'm sorry. Oh. Here's the Forgotten Sons, though, everyone. Steve Cutler, Wesley Blake, and Jackson Riker on their way down to the ring. But I can't stand the Loser House Party. Talk into the microphone. One job. If you have one line, speak into the microphone.
Right. Can we help you? I mean, who the hell are these guys?
Who we are. Yeah, laugh it up. I'll tell you exactly who we are. My name's Steve Cutler. This is Jackson Riker, and that's Wesley Blake, and we're the Forgotten Sons.
Forgotten no more.
We actually served our country. And ever since we've come home, we've been just treated like trash.
Oh, hang on.
Tossed to the side. And you may not know who we are now, but you will.
Hang on, we're all three former Army
because
vets?
we're the ones who are going to reign over the
I thought
SmackDown
Steve Cutler was, but I
Tag Team
didn't think the
division,
rest of them
and
were.
it will
Were
be
all three in the
forgotten
military?
No more.
How dare you come out here and interrupt me? There's a thing in WWE called respect. I have been here for 15 years. I have main evented WrestleMania. I am the Miz.
You're a poser. You see, Miz, you played a Marine on the movies, but standing in front of you is a real life Marine. So maybe you should shut your mouth.
See, we're cut from a different cloth.
Wow.
We've
I didn't
been
know all
gifted
three
with a
were.
set of skills, both mentally and physically. Some would even call us savages. And the thing about us is that we can strike anywhere, at any time, and you wouldn't see it coming.
Oh, come on. Well, we saw that coming. We saw that one coming from a mile away. But the Forgotten Sons now attacking everyone, so all these tag teams are in a brawl right now. Yeah, good to see. Goodbye, Loser House Party. Just get out of there. Miz and Morrison, they hey-heyed and ho-hoed out of there. But now the Forgotten Sons destroying the New Day. Whoa. Seriously? Biggie fighting out of it, and Riker just takes him down. No way. So it looks like the Forgotten Sons are going to get a push on SmackDown. Cutler all the way up to the top rope. Finding out that they were all three former... Oh, what a stomp there from the Forgotten Sons. Finding out that all three were Marines, or at least in the Army. I don't know exactly what division, if they're all three Marines or not. What a power bomb. Right on the championship belt that was around the waist of Big E as well. That's cool, though. That's an added element to their characters that I didn't know about beforehand. I had no clue that all three of them were. I knew Steve Cutler was a part of some sort of armed forces. Wasn't sure exactly what division or what, but I knew he was a part of something. That's really cool to find out that all three of them were Marines, or at least in the military. Cool, cool, cool. Eddie Matrix says, bad performer, come on. They never get booked nice by WWE, aka Mr. Chairman, maybe because they're bad at the microphone, but they're too talented. Here's what I will say, okay? I know that maybe me saying bad performers came across as saying they're bad in-ring athletes. I've said time and time again that they're really good in ring. Lince Dorado's flip off the top of the cage goes to show that these guys, they've got some ability in them, without a doubt in my mind. You know, for me, performers mean more than just if you're good in the ring. Every time that they step on the screen, I find just all of my love for what's going on TV just drains away. The Lucha House Party, it's not because Kalisto, Grand Metalik, or Lince Dorado are bad. As a unit, they are the most bland, boring, unimaginative Lucha trio. You've got people like the Lucha Brothers, the Lucha Bros in AEW who wear masks, you know, and they kick people's heads off. They're taking as a legitimate tag team. The Lucha House Party spins piñatas around, or was trying to sell llama piñatas to capitalize on the success of Fortnite, so that they could sell more merchandise. That's what the Lucha House Party was created for. The Lucha House Party then is the reason the Revival didn't take off to becoming anything big inside of the WWE, because if you remember correctly, the Lucha House Party once had Lucha House rules against the Revival. 3-on-1, 3-on-2, that stuff was bullshit. That stuff killed the Revival's momentum dead in the water, and to this day, I believe full-heartedly that those matches against the Lucha House Party is the reason the Revival has wanted out of their contracts for so long. It was terrible. It was god-awful stuff. It might have been some of the worst stuff I have seen on WWE TV, and that's saying a lot. Lucha House Party, to me, is dead in the water. They have been jobbed out so many times. There are zero redeeming factors. They can't, no offense, I know that they speak a different language. They have trouble cutting a decent promo here to get over with the current North American fans. At the end of the day, I do not find them entertaining on TV, and I think as an act, they have reached the absolute pinnacle of their act that they could possibly reach, because they have been buried and dead in the water for so damn long now. I can't root for them. I don't like them. I just don't like them as a unit. But we got to get to some donos right here. TNT 56 Ace, thank you, my friend. We're going to start with yours. So let's get this up on the screen, and it's time for a little bit of bub. And remember, everyone, if you would like to support a cause here, a good cause, we are raising funds towards the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund. If you guys would like to support that cause, you can do so by clicking on the YouTube giving button down where normally the Super Chat button is. It's been replaced so that you guys can donate directly to this cause, and hopefully we'll raise some more funds. But thank you, TNT Ace. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah. Bub, 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 bub. Bub, 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 bubbly. Bub, 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 bubbly. And then right after that, my friends, we've got ourselves a 30 bomb. So before we run that, we've got ourselves a new boss. His name is TNT 56 Ace, and you have become a 3-time Boss Battle Champion. But now, everyone, it's time to sing a little song. What song? Miz and Morrison. Yeah. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Let's go. Miz and Morrison. Yeah. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Yeah, you know. Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Love it. Oh, and speaking of Miz and Morrison, they're backstage.
They think they can just show up and disrespect the greatest tag team of the 21st century.
Miz Morrison, what are you trying to about how the forgotten...
Oh my god, that was freaking hilarious!
We're talking about the Lucha House Party.
That was
The whole
hilarious!
thing, weren't you watching? So here's what we're gonna do about
They're
Lucha
mid-walk
House
and they
Party.
just go...
We
Oh
get a
god!
match, and we're gonna make everything right tonight. Esta noche.
Oh, that was funny. That was funny, 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 funny. Holy guys, what Miz and Morrison just did, they were in mid-walk, and they're like, don't you know you're never supposed to treat the greatest, how did it go again? You know you're not supposed to treat the greatest tag team of this century like that, and they did their little head thing. Oh, that was freaking funny. That was really funny. But here comes Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak. Hey, and Brandon Nagarziki. Brandon, thank you, my friend, for your $20 dono right here towards the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund. Dude, you're an awesome individual. But before that, we've got ourselves a new boss. His name is Raul Kapar. Thank you, Raul, for your contribution to this cause. Again, you've been actually really, really amazing. And with that, buddy, you have become an 11-time Boss Battle Champion. But oh my! No way! Ladies and gentlemen, all hail King Corbin! Yeah, King Corbin, you got that heat back on you after attacking Elias. I'm a fan of Corbin. Guys, you know I've been a fan of Corbin for a long time. I've said time and time again he is WWE's best heel. There's very few people who draw a reaction, a negative reaction, the way that Baron Corbin does. There's very few superstars who have the ability to make you want to root for the other person, regardless of who it is. Right? And I truly mean that. Baron Corbin has the ability to make you want to see the other person win. It's not that you're bored when you see Corbin. It's that you full-heartedly want to see the other person win. And you're rooting for it. And when he wins, you get mad that the other person didn't win. And this goes for everybody, right? Myself included. He works us so well. And I love seeing that next evolution of his character there, where he's attacking Elias backstage, starting to make use of his scepter more as a weapon. He's got to do these things to attacking Elias with his own guitar as well. He's got to continue to do these things that are going to make people hate him even more. Whatever people like about his character, take it away. Find a way to make people hate him even more, because honestly, he is so damn underrated in terms of making you hate him. How many of you want to see Corbin win this match full-heartedly? I love what Corbin brings to the table. I don't want to see him beat Gulak. You know, I want to see Gulak beat King Corbin. However, booking-wise, it should absolutely be King Corbin going over Drew Gulak, right? The only way that Drew Gulak picks up this win, and the reason why Corbin works so well as a heel, is because you could have Elias distract Corbin from ringside somehow. Sorry, one sec. You could have Elias distract Corbin from ringside, allow Gulak to roll him up. All of a sudden, Corbin has been pinned by Drew Gulak. You get a little bit of a push towards Drew Gulak. King Corbin gets some heat towards him because he's a heel, and people laugh that he just got beat by a roll-up, yada, yada, yada. All of a sudden, you got more heat on King Corbin. It's a vicious circle, and Corbin does it really, really well. He finds ways, no matter how he wins or loses, to get heat back on him. And that's glorious. No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend. And with that, my friend Brandon, you have become a one-time Boss Battle Champion. So you are the new boss. Thank you, my friend. Welcome here. But it's great to have each and every one of you. If you could do me a favor, please make sure you smack a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. Be greatly appreciated. But Corbin now rolls to the outside of the ring. Gulak, drop kick there to Corbin. And another drop kick there sends Corbin all the way over the top and down. All of a sudden, Drew Gulak is in full advantage going into the commercial break. Who will win is the question. Hashtag Smackdown.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. The world of sport has never seen the likes of a Gray.
And then if you guys head on over to twitter.com/Conman167, you can vote in the poll for who you guys think is going to win this match. It just took me a minute to get it live over there. There we go. All right. How you doing, Pickle? He says, Brodie Lee taught me that Corbin was signed because he played college football. Yes, Brodie Lee would have taught you that one right there with that little promo from AEW Dynamite. All right, how do you guys feel about the whole Brodie Lee character? Like, I've got some talking points here, and this is just a random one that I thought about right now, but Brodie Lee is a character. I hate to shit on it, but, like, it feels so scummy that it's just it's a rip-off of Vince McMahon, right? Hey, Tinkerlin, how you doing, buddy? It feels really scummy that it's just a rip-off of Vince McMahon, you know, because it's an easy thing to get over. Right? It's an easy thing to get over, but I think the reveal of the Exalted One has been better than the actual execution of the Exalted One. It honestly feels like it's been two different characters. You've got the Exalted One, Brodie Lee, that was being built up, or the Exalted One without the name, and then he gets the character, and all of a sudden he's this suit-wearing dude who's a ripoff of Vince McMahon. I'm not a fan of it. Just personally, I think it's I think they could have done a ton better than that. I think short term, yeah, it's gonna pop some people saying like, yeah, this is a good character. They love the shots at Vince McMahon, but you know what? It's not gonna get him over. You're not gonna put a championship on Brodie Lee where he's making fun of Vince McMahon every single time, right? It's just not gonna happen. The character is very much a short-sighted character. built out a bitterness towards WWE and built out a bitterness towards the main head honcho, if you will, right? It is fun to roast Vince McMahon, for sure. But you know what? When you're arguably the #2 wrestling promotion, you would think that you would want to be able to get over on your own, not at the expense of someone else. Because here's the thing. You have to remember this, everyone. People who make fun of other people are doing so in order to draw a response of the people who already know that person they're making fun of. Because if you're just making fun of someone who nobody knows, it's a short-term laugh, right? It's maybe a tweet that you sent out because some idiot tweeted at you saying you suck, and you're just like, no, I don't. That's a terrible example. But with Brodie Lee making fun of Vince McMahon, they're doing so because a ton of people know who Vince McMahon is, and at the essence of it, Vince McMahon is the over character. Brodie Lee is the guy taking cheap shots at Vince McMahon. He's not actually getting his own character over in the process, right? Does that make sense, what I'm saying there? I hope it does. It makes sense in my mind, at the very least. But yeah, they're just making fun of Vince McMahon because Vince McMahon already is established. He's already a recognizable entity. Anyways, right now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got King Corbin, so Baron Corbin, here against Drew Gulak. I like how often Drew Gulak has been featured on TV recently. His alliance with Daniel Bryan is one of the more entertaining things going on from week-to-week episodes on SmackDown, right? It's very entertaining. Love the way that they're just become really good buddies. It started out with a feud, they gained respect for each other, and now they're buddies.
One of the very few times where he cashed in and did not win a title.
So I don't know if you got the memo. King Corbin would truly appreciate if we didn't keep bringing up that ancient history.
I feel like he's doing it to release his frustration. Yeah, but you know what? Brodie Lee should do it at home in front of the mirror if he's frustrated. You know, I'm frustrated too with things. I'm sure everybody's frustrated with things. I'm sure Mike Kanellis is frustrated with things. I'm sure EC3 is frustrated with things. I'm sure everybody is frustrated with things. But, oh, what a ripcoil slam right there. Ripcord slam, I should say. Count of 2, kick out by Gulak. You know, everybody's got issues. Everybody's got problems, you know? But now again, if Brodie Lee has been given this character and say, hey, this is the character that you're going to run with, and that's what he chose to sign on to, that's one thing. But it just feels like such a cheap shot, right? And I'm not a fan of Vince McMahon. I've said a lot of things about Vince McMahon. I do not agree with the man in a lot of senses. I feel like he is not the best individual at times. Even though he is a really good businessman, he tends to put business far too in front of profits for my own liking. And I get it. I get people don't like Vince McMahon. But at the end of the day, you know, you're speaking more volumes about yourself than you are about the person you're making fun of. That's how it goes. But Gulak, man, continues to fight out of the corner. Baron Corbin goes for a big clothesline. Gulak ducks underneath that one, and a drop kick delivered there. Corbin knocked into the corner. Oh, Corbin. He caught him in the choke slam. Gulak, what a reversal, though. Up and over, sunset flip into the cover. Count of 2, kick out by Corbin. Don't they have creative control of their characters in AEW? Like, is he just actively doing it because he thinks it's going to get over? That's the thing that I don't know, right? If he has been given this character, because I believe the character of the Exalted One was originally supposed to go to Marty Scurll, which is why the group has had such a different dynamic within the last little bit since the reveal of Brodie Lee. Oh, Dragon Screw leg whip right into the steel steps. So it's entirely possible that Brodie Lee has completely reshaped who this character was supposed to be when Marty Scurll chose not to take the job. It's also entirely possible that that AEW planned for Marty Scurll to be a knockoff Vince McMahon, and they just passed it along to Brodie Lee and said, okay, this is your character, make up your lines. You know what I mean? I don't think they probably changed the character too much. Oh wait, look at Nakamura and Cesaro dragging Daniel Bryan over there and just slamming Daniel Bryan right into the LED screen. That's not good. And Gulak coming to the save, the rescue there with a clothesline to Cesaro. Nakamura can't attack Gulak though. Look at Corbin from behind. Corbin from behind. Corbin sends him right into the steel post. Oh my. Into the end of days. It's over. 2, 3. King Corbin going to Money in the Bank. Wow. That's the right call. It's the right call. None of us are going to like it. But like I said before, he is a true heel, and he absolutely belongs in the Money in the Bank contract match. So, yeah. Oh, but here comes Cesaro and Nakamura. Wait, oh, come on. Is Corbin now a part of the Artist Collective? Nakamura and Cesaro holding Gulak up. This isn't good. Gulak in trouble. The scepter to the throat. Oh. Wow. So that's that. So far, qualified for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match has been Rey Mysterio, Apollo Crews, Aleister Black, Daniel Bryan, and King Corbin. Pretty big star-studded affair here at Money in the Bank. Tonight, though, we're going to get the history of Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt. So we're going to get a closer look at that one as well. All right. Also to come tonight, we're going to get ourselves Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Carmella and Dana Brooke. But, Carmella, boom. Bliss and Cross, boom, boom. Oh my God, Vince is just salivating over the fact that Rob Gronkowski is returning to football, and he just got traded, and he's the 24/7 champion. Guys, do not expect to see the 24/7 championship on WWE TV anytime soon. Rob Gronkowski isn't giving up his 24/7 championship just because he's back in the NFL. Seriously, they're literally going to keep the title on him and let him just go running around the football field, and before the games, he just goes, I'm the 24/7 champion! Holy crap, man. It's kind of funny, isn't it? It's actually funny. You can't write better shit than that. You literally can't. Rob Gronkowski leaves football, signs with WWE, wins a championship that isn't a real championship, and all of a sudden is back into football, and he's the 24/7 champion. Vince McMahon is like, oh, God damn it, pal. We're going to make some real money off this one. He's just, what he's waiting for is he's waiting for Gronkowski to wear that title out on the field. Or you know what? He's even waiting for more. He's waiting for Gronk to raise another Super Bowl. And instead of raising the Super Bowl, he's just going to raise the 24/7 championship. And then from behind will be Jinder Mahal. And Jinder Mahal rolls up Rob Gronkowski in the middle of the Super Bowl celebration. And oh my God! Like, oh! Oh, God damn it. That's how you bring Mahal back. Whew. Okay. Now some things to talk about right here. I guess let's start with Velveteen Dream. Yeah, I think that's probably the best place to start right now. So Velveteen Dream, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not see, there was some stuff that was leaked earlier today about Velveteen Dream. Okay, Velveteen Dream, lots of rumors going around. I'm not looking to talk about it too much because we really don't know the whole situation right now. I'm not looking to spread misinformation, okay? Here is all I can say at the moment about Velveteen Dream, what he has said directly to each and every one of us.
Not having a plan for a safe ride home can leave you in a bad spot. You could end up riding in an ambulance.
I'm just trying to find the tweet again.
Or rehearse.
There you go. So if you look over here, folks, this is what Velveteen Dream had to say regarding the leaked photo, the alleged photo leak, whatever you want to call it. Be assured I did not communicate inappropriately with anyone. A private photo of mine was shared without my consent or knowledge. I am working with a third party to look into this matter. That is what Velveteen Dream has said regarding the matter, and at this point, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we can talk about it. I do not wish to dive into the information any deeper. All I will say about some other people in the wrestling community, the rush to make a video or an article regarding these things, there was so much information out there, or not even so much information, there was so many posts out there with such little information. All it was an alleged post with an alleged voice thing that came out after. People rushed to make videos on it, people rushed to write articles on it, and then they couldn't even wait a couple hours before Velveteen Dream literally made that statement. What a lot of people are doing inside of the wrestling community now is treating wrestling like it's TMZ. I don't like that. I really, really don't. I voiced my displeasure with certain YouTube channels and how they have presented their clickbait material along with their articles. You know, but I just can't sit here and keep seeing people turn wrestling into like this gossip, like, I don't even know, drama-filled gossip thing, and just reporting on every little tiny detail. The dirt sheets. Literally, wrestling, the wrestling YouTube community and the wrestling article community, whatever you want to call them, is becoming TMZ. We've seen it with the Enzo situation. It happened again here with the Velveteen Dream situation. You know, like, let the story develop before making a video. I can't stress that enough. Information, just because it gets put out there on wrestling Twitter, does not mean it's right. It doesn't. It really doesn't mean it's right. It just means it's some sort of information based on a tweet or based on speculation. That's another thing. The constant videos from certain channels about pure speculation. That's all people do, is they speculate. And you know what? It's fine to speculate when you aren't trying to clickbait people into watching your 3-minute video on your speculation. It's fine if you are there live in a full show over the course of multiple hours, where you have time to talk about these issues going on in the wrestling community, and you can give your true, honest thoughts, and you can also make sure that you aren't spreading misinformation. When you make a video just based off of that, not only are people just seeing the information in their subscription boxes, right? They're scrolling through and they see a title and a thumbnail. They might not click onto it, but they might take that information as true, even if it's not, right? It's a thing I'm seeing a lot more these days on wrestling YouTube, and a lot with wrestling articles. I don't want to see it. People's personal lives should not be put on display until there's absolutely concrete evidence for why we should know about their personal lives. And I'm not talking about Carmella and Corey Graves sitting there on Instagram Live, and Corey Graves happens to say something about his sex life is like pandas in captivity. It's just lower. How is that news? That was news. That was news. That was news. People were talking about that, saying that Corey Graves and Carmella have like a toxic relationship. You know what I mean? It's TMZ shit. It's bad. It's really bad. And it's not good. I know, bad and not good means the same thing, but still. Anyways, right now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a matchup here. Sheamus versus a jobber. So let's get them up on the screen. And yeah, Sheamus is going to roll through the competition here. I'm not even going to ask you guys over on Twitter.com who you think is going to win, because this one is so night and day. It's over, basically. Sheamus says he will not be disrespected. And Sheamus with a brogue kick. Should be good. Cover 1, 2, 3. Exactly, King of Fate and Kings. That's exactly what it is. It's just spreading rumors, right? That's all it is. It's just... And here's the bigger thing that I don't want to talk too much more about this, but it has been something that has been just boiling at the seams for about 2-3 months now. Really, for 2 or 3 months, I have noticed a lot more. Now, when wrestling YouTubers, or just, how about this? Let's make this less specific. YouTubers in general, when they get an influx of views from doing something, chances are they're going to want to try to, here's chapter 3 of Jeff Hardy, so I've got some time to talk now. Chances are what YouTubers are going to want to do is they're going to want to try to focus in on that type of content. Absolutely, fair game. You know what, YouTubers, when you find something that works for you, stick to it. But you also have to remember that you ask yourself every single time before you upload something, is this video needed? And what I mean by that is this going to waste the time of my viewers? And is this going to be beneficial to my viewers and beneficial to the thing I am talking about? If you say no to any one of those 3 answers, don't upload the video. Right? That's, at this time, you know, it's so easy to just get a tweet and get upset about a tweet and then go and make a video. But if you have that moment there to sit and dissect and ask yourself, who are the people behind this tweet? Who are the people that are being talked about in this tweet? Can me making a video put more negativity on this than positivity? And if you are trying to put more negativity on a thing, chances are you're not wanting, chances are you're not in it for your best interests. Chances are you're doing it out of some sort of personal gain, whether that is views or subscribers or money. You're talking about it because there's personal gain on the side. You aren't talking about it because you think it's good content. And that's the type of stuff that I don't like seeing in the wrestling community. Not to be super specific, but you see a lot of videos that are posted that are 4 minutes, 5 minutes long, with information about one tweet, one single tweet. Then it's speculation. It is the person's guess as to what is going on, right?
You can't beat that, man. When you hear that reaction.
If you're guessing, that's fine, but don't clickbait people saying that this is what is going on. And then also don't post the video without having basically the full story. Try to hold off for a day. Just a day. Just see what the story develops into through the day instead of posting a video just for the sake of posting it because it's news that is going around. I can tell you guys, without a doubt, it would be so easy for me to sit here, do this, okay, right? We're just going to pull out of the actual live stream for a sec. To sit there and do this, just like this, and talk to you, and say, yeah, this person has this going on, or this person has this going on, and say like, subscribe, leave a comment, have a good night. You know what I mean? You can do that, yeah. And I know that was the most general video because I'm trying not to take shots at people. But you can do that, and you can amass views based off of how you title the video, or how you word the description, or how you make the thumbnail. You can earn views off of just doing very simple content like that. And people do. And people get a lot of views for it. And it harms the wrestling community as a result. I think I gotta stop there. But yeah, it's time for Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. I'm a big fan of how Miz and Morrison, hey, hey, ho, ho, have developed here on Friday Night SmackDown since they've come back around. I said, and I remember saying this, folks, that Miz and Morrison, when they came back, I didn't like how they were doing just the stuff from their old gimmick, right? I didn't like how they went back to the be jealous, right? I didn't like how they kept going back to just their old gimmicks. However, what I really did like is when they took that evolution, when they chose to make their tag team a goofy, kind of fun, not so serious, but heel tag team. And I think that has been the development of Miz and Morrison that has been really good, you know, realizing that their be jealous thing can be used as a comedy bit as opposed to a signature catchphrase now. I also like how they've got themselves a music video. You know, it's the little things that make their characters seem so much better these days. The little things of creating a music video, something that sticks in your mind, something so stupid of Miz and Morrison, hey, hey, ho, ho, has stuck around. And that is one of those things that might stick around for a long time. It's a fun thing to kind of chant along every time that you see them. Miz and Morrison. Yeah, hey, 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 ho, ho. Anyways, though, everyone, if you have not done so, please make sure you smack a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. Would love to see some more names pop up over there. And if you guys would like us to drop a little support right up in here, we are raising funds towards the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund for the World Health Organization. If you guys would like to consider dropping some support towards that cause, that'd be greatly appreciated. So far, we have raised over $1,650. We've got 80 more tonight that we are adding on to it, and we'll be continuing these live streams all the way until the end of this month. Wednesday the 29th will be our last charity live stream for a little bit. We'll reassess in the future, and we'll see if we can get back to them maybe towards the middle or end of May again. But regardless, everyone, it's great to have you all up in here. If you're just tuning in, like I said, for the very first time, drop that subscription, turn on those notifications, and it's great to have you. Talking about some more stuff here in wrestling. Okay, Drake Maverick. We've got an issue with Drake Maverick. Yes, we actually do. There is a lot of speculation going around with is Drake Maverick's thing a storyline? Is it real? And how real is it? So, let's walk you through it. Drake Maverick was released back last week with a bunch of the superstars in the mass releases from WWE the Black Wednesday. He was released. He was told he is not competing anymore besides the final 3 matches in the NXT Interim Cruiserweight Championship tournament. That was the case when Drake Maverick was fired. He released a video explaining all of that. It was emotional. A lot of fans bought into it. A lot of fans teared up. A lot of fans felt bad and put their support towards Drake Maverick. He then ends up showing up on NXT last night. Now, everyone is believing that why they are focusing in on Drake Maverick is to build a good underdog storyline. Losing his first match against Atlas, right? Was that the man who beat him? Jake Atlas? I forget the name. Regardless, Drake Maverick losing. People getting mad that we're watching potentially a man lose his job on TV. If Drake Maverick doesn't win this tournament, he's fired. He's gone. And if that is actually the case, you know, that's a sad way to see somebody go out. You know, leaning into their true emotions. Leaning into their real life sad emotions where they're fighting for their job. But here's the 2 ways I look at it. 1, WWE planned this from the start. 2, WWE made this storyline after the reaction from the fans online. Oh, Sheamus is behind Cole. Holy crap! Just ripped the headset off Cole. Why? 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 I thought we were done with them. Oh, I've had to live through 2 loser house party segments in one night. Ah!
I think Celtic Warriors on out of here. This match came to
I'm broken.
events of the night here on Friday Night
Okay.
Smackdown. You all right, Cole?
All right. Loser house party versus Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Okay. So, back here. The 2 options. WWE reactionary booking storyline. When they saw the social media post from Drake Maverick, how it blew up, they reacted to it by making the storyline. Here's what I got to say on the matter. 1, if WWE has full-on plans for Drake Maverick to win the Cruiserweight Championship interim tournament and become the interim Cruiserweight Champion, and they have chosen to do so after he was fired, you know, after they saw the outpouring of support towards Drake Maverick, they might have decided, hey, we've got something here, and we're going to re-sign him, and we're going to push him here and play off the fact that it still is believed that he is fired. That I'm okay with. If this is a reactionary booking storyline, I am okay with it. But if WWE planned this thing right from the start, where Drake Maverick was released with a bunch of the other superstars who were actually released, who actually lost their job. Keep that in mind, because that's the big thing. Who actually lost their job, and they spin Drake Mavericks into a storyline. They spin it into a storyline, and others lose their job. I don't know how else I could word that. You know, if they planned this from the start, it is scummy on Drake Maverick's end. It is scummy on WWE's end. And it's scummy on Triple H's end. It's scummy on Vince McMahon's end. It's scummy, scummy, scummy if this was planned from the start. If this is a reactionary booking storyline, I'm fine with it. And I know people are going to say, oh, isn't that hypocritical right there because other people still lost their job? Yeah, it's not hypocritical, though. People did lose their job, yes. Drake Maverick posted a video and he would have got a response. That response from the fans forced, essentially, WWE's hand to potentially re-sign him. I think that's what happened. I have a tough time believing WWE truly had this storyline planned from the start because here's the thing. There was zero attention on Drake Maverick before he was released, okay? Keep that in mind. I don't think WWE full-heartedly planned on having Drake Maverick be being a winner in this Cruiserweight Championship tournament, right? I don't think they originally planned on him. Now all of a sudden they have an incredible underdog at their fingertips, and for those reasons they're probably going to try to put the Cruiserweight title on him. I believe that, but I don't think this is because it was a storyline that was booked from the get-go. It was more so, I believe, and I'm hoping, and that's me hoping, I'm hoping that it was a reactionary booked storyline. Wrong, he had a tension with the 24/7 title. Yeah, but he's not the 24/7 champion. I meant at the moment. What was the stuff that led to him getting released, right? Well, he wasn't on TV. He didn't have a tag team to manage right there. I don't believe he was still the GM of 205 Live. He might have been. I've not followed 205 Live in like a year and a half. What else? He didn't have any real things going on at the moment, right? That's all it was. It's not surprising when you look at Drake Maverick on that list of released people and you say like, yeah, well, I mean, he really didn't have anything going from at that moment, so it makes sense why he was on that list. You never like seeing that many people on a release list, but when you take a step back and you truly look at, well, why was this person potentially released over this one? That would be the reason why. What a stunner there from Dorado, but a tag has been made to The Miz. In comes Miz, takes him down with a single leg. Dorado in a little bit of trouble. Kicks Miz. Oh, there's a botch there from Lindsay Dorado. Big surprise. And now off the ropes. Grand Metalik. Oh, high crossbody. Now a kick to the arm. Another chop to the chest. Miz in a little bit of trouble. Off the ropes. Big boot. Metalik ducks underneath. Grand Metalik. Handspring. No one home. Big boot to the face as well.
And a kick by Metalik as well. Oh, what a unique bulldog.
Yeah, that was a very unique bulldog from Grand Metalik. He was still GM? Okay, didn't know. And moonsault, no chance in the world as Grand Metalik runs into the feet of the... Oh my God, Miz just tried to kip up. He tried to kip up. And he couldn't do it. That's funny. Miz. Oh my God. 1, 2. No! No! Ah, no, 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 no.
On Friday Night SmackDown, the Lucha House Party have defeated the former tag champs.
I'm absolutely speechless.
I'm absolutely speechless.
I'm shocked. I'm just shocked at this. The Money in the Bank ladder match awaits a qualifying matchup as the sassy Southern Belle Lacey Evans goes one-on-one with the boss. Sasha Banks, the winner, advances to Money in the Bank. It's live, and it's next.
This is more than the big picture. If you look closer, even closer, oops, too close, you'll find our love on a local level. You'll find it in places that give us hope. Or here, where positive change is made, all with the help of people like you. So from our happy faces and tails to every adorable woof and meow, we say thank you for giving so many pets the support they need. Visit PetSmartCharities.ca to see the impact in your community.
Well, what do you say, Mr. Moose? Reindeer, whatever the hell you are. Do the Lucha House Party suck?
And I've never been plumper.
See, they suck. They really suck. Mr. Moose / Reindeer. I don't know why I have a Moose / Reindeer. I just do, and this is where I'm at right now. Mr. Moose / Reindeer. Who's the worst one of the Loser House Party? Oh, all 3 of them suck. Oh yeah, that's right. Good job, good job. Okay, what else? What else? Did they deserve that win over Miz and Morrison? No, they didn't. Good job. Yes, that's right. Okay, last question, then we're gonna get back here. Can you sing a song for us? Sure. All right, it's called Miz and Morrison. I'm not doing that. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Okay, we're done with that freaking reindeer. All right. I lost my mind. That's what just happened.
To catch up on the extraordinary lineup of award-winning content. Don't miss out on seeing all new episodes.
There we go. So Loser House Party picks up the win.
WWE 24.
Kobe.
Steve Austin's The Broken Skull Sessions. Ruthless Aggression. This week in WWE. And WWE Break It Down. Plus every premiere show WWE has to offer, including Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Plus 205 Live, NXT UK, and so
Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. It's Santa, get it? Ho, ho. Why? I literally am losing my mind.
Favorite superstars by visiting WWEshop.com. I'm Scott Stanford, and this has been your WWE News Slam.
Okay.
Is aggressive in nature. It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, so we're going to get back here. Hey, Aaron the Joker, thanks for your $5 contribution, my friend. I appreciate you doing that. Thanks for reaching into your pocket and supporting this cause here tonight. Boom. Yeah, there's really not much else I can talk about there. I'm just I can't think of a caption, but feel free to use this as a meme. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh my! Could it be? It is. It's boss time.
Champion, her buddy Bayley, now in her 194th day as champ.
Oh yeah.
The following contest is a Money in the Bank qualifying match, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by the SmackDown Women's
Oh, what is Sasha using like a cutout of Lacey Evans as like a fan, I guess.
match
Sure. But it's Sasha Banks, man.
That is Lacey Evans' daughter, Summer. Lacey will not. Nothing shocks me when it comes to the depth.
Oh, it's Lacey's daughter? Oh, no way, it's Lacey's daughter? What? Oh, that's a little far. Ew, that's a little far. Guess that's kind of the point, isn't it? Is that it's meant to go a little far with it. Okay. All right, here we go. So we're going to get Lacey versus Sasha here tonight. Oh, and Lacey climbing up the ladder. All right, Lacey. I told you guys this a while ago, and I'm pretty sure some of you agreed with me at the time, that Lacey Evans was just mere moments away from being a gigantic babyface. I still believe that. She is literally one important feud away from cracking through that glass ceiling as a babyface character. She is really good. She's really good. And I think as she refines her skills more and more, she refines her character a little bit more, she is going to be a mega babyface for the WWE moving forward. I believe that. But now, guys, I want to ask you over on Twitter, who do you think will win this matchup right here? So. Hashtag WWE Smackdown. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is, I believe, a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Am I not right? I don't know. It's tough to hear the commentary tonight. So let me know, is this for sure a Money in the Bank qualifier match? Yes or no in the chat right now. You're correct, Con? Cool. All right. Cool. So Money in the Bank qualifying match right here, ladies and gentlemen. Only one woman moves forward, either Sasha Banks or Lacey Evans. I don't know who you put in there. Do you put Sasha in there? Right? Do you put Sasha in there and have Sasha Banks win the Money in the Bank and all of a sudden that's the feud, right? That's the feud, giving Sasha Banks the Money in the Bank briefcase and having Bayley and Banks side by side. That's the feud, right? Right? But Sasha Banks just working on the arm there of Lacey Evans. Lots of people, though, over on Twitter thinking that Lacey Evans is going to win this one. Banks trying to work her there, forearm right to the face. Here comes Sasha with the double knees to the chest. Misses that one, though. Moving out of the way was Lacey Evans. Oh, and a clothesline. Big step-up boot there to Sasha Banks as well. Makes no sense for a heel to cash in on another heel. Well, then you turn one of them babyface before you cash it in. Not hard to write a storyline like that. Chances are, if you're going to have one person cashing in on another one of them is going to turn as a result.
And Banks continues to target the right hand of Evans. Great strategy by the boss.
No doubt about it, the boss. Very, very cagey. Now perched up on the top rope. Look out, Lacey. And a
Meteor delivered from Banks to the cover. To kick out by Evans, though, staying strong. All right.
Bayley and Banks have been taunting Lacey Evans for months now.
Sasha Banks, though, trying to work on the arm again. Looking for... Oh, my God. The blood pouring down the face of Lacey Evans. I've noticed a lot more blood inside of WWE. A lot more blood has been pouring out of the faces of the superstars. Not entirely sure why. But there has been a lot more aggressiveness. Maybe the superstars are trying to make their hits look a little harder here during a time where there's no fans to try to make the matches feel like they're bigger. I don't know. But Sasha slammed face for, oh my God. Over and over and over again into the LED screens. Holy crap. Yes, and this is a qualifying match for Money in the Bank.
Lacey's got to be careful not to get herself disqualified. Highly emotional situation. You don't want the Money in the Bank opportunity to go up and smoke.
Sasha slowly being lifted back up to her feet. Lacey Evans stepping over with Banks in hand. Is she thinking of delivering a superplex? Wrenches once on the head of Banks. Can't connect on all of it. What is Sasha thinking? Oh no, just stomping on the hand there of Lacey. No way, just stomping again and again and again on that hand. Man, that hand has been targeted the entire match. Sasha Banks now has her. Sasha Banks looking for a power bomb to the cover. 2. Lacey kicks out though. Hey, Banks statement is in. Lacey Evans nowhere to go. Lacey Evans trying to roll out of it though. She's found a way, rolling through. Sasha Banks though maintains control. Sasha Banks hit with the backslide. No way to the cover. 1, 2. Banks gets out of that one. Sasha another kick to the midsection, or the hand I should say. Sasha, oh, the woman's right to the cover, but Bayley's gonna put her leg on the bottom rope, right to the cover. 2. Bayley puts her leg on the bottom rope just in the nick of time, and waving that fan in front of her. But Lacey Evans getting her hand on Bayley, getting her hands on Bayley. Roll up from behind, referee, take a look, referee, take a look. Sasha Banks has Lacey Evans pinned. Sasha Banks has Lacey Evans pinned. Sasha to the cover. 1, 2, kick out by Lacey. No way. And Bayley's been kicked out from ringside now. Sasha's gonna lose. Sasha's gonna lose. Sasha saying stay out of this. Women's right. What? With the fan in hand. 2, it's over. Sasha is out of Money in the Bank. And Lacey Evans is going to Money in the Bank. I like that finish. That's not going the route that I expected. I like that finish. I really like that finish because it adds more fuel to the fire there between Sasha and Lacey. I was wrong, but I'm happy that I'm wrong because I like that finish. I didn't see them potentially doing something like that. I really didn't. You think that started the end of Boston Hug? I'm going to go ahead and say Bayley not breaking up the pinfall in the Fatal 5-Way or the elimination match, whatever it was, and leaving Sasha there alone. Probably wasn't good there, and that was the start of the turn for this story. But Tamina's coming out now. Tamina with a super kick to Bayley. Oh. And Sasha just looks onwards.
To the woman she meets for the SmackDown Women's title at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event 2 weeks from Sunday. A message delivered
weird.
Clear and with
that was weird, wasn't it?
Tamina's ready for the champ. But what a win. Lacey Evans just punched her ticket.
I'm going to go ahead and say why I think this direction is the right call. I know just a little bit ago, right before this match, I was saying I would like to see Sasha Banks enter Money in the Bank, win Money in the Bank, and then go on to face Bayley. However, somebody did say in the chat, I can't remember who, and I apologize that I'm not sure who you were, saying that Sasha Banks doesn't need the briefcase to get to Bayley, which is true. You know, they've got a story there. They can get to that title match without truly needing the briefcase. So I understand now, as long as they continue to tell the story in the correct way. That's the big thing. It needs to culminate with Sasha Banks versus Bayley for the championship. If it doesn't culminate in that, then this is a waste of a storyline, right? We're talking the storyline like of them back in the day when we thought they were going to split them up the first time. Yeah, they've been together since then as well. They've fixed their stuff. They become women's tag team champions since then. They've both turned heel since then. Like, it's at least it's a story, right? And that's all I want to see. That's all I need to see with them is a constant story being told, because I know we're eventually going to get the match. And when that match happens, it is going to be a hell of a payoff. So I can't wait. But it's great to have each and every one of you here today. If you have not done so, please make sure you smack a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. Would love to see your name pop up there on the top left-hand side of the screen. And then also, everyone, if you would like to donate to a good cause to help make a minor difference in this world, please consider dropping a donation to the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund for the World Health Organization. 100% of your donations are going towards this cause. So far, as a community, we have raised well over $1,650. I believe we have now cracked $1,700 after tonight, which means we are just a short $300 away of reaching our goal of $2,000 total raised for this cause. So guys, thank you once again for all of your support during this time. People are going to benefit from your guys' absolutely amazing support. So again, real people who are in need of this are going to benefit from it. So thank you for supporting this cause. If you would like to know how much we have raised tonight so far, you can take a look over at that little bar right there that says COVID-19, $85. That will keep us up to date throughout the entire night. Stop forcing these C and D level superstars on people. Who? Did you mean Sasha Banks, Bailey, Tamina? Those people? I wouldn't go ahead and say they're level C and level D superstars. I would go ahead and say they're, for the most part, B level superstars with a few B plus and maybe the minor A sprinkled throughout the women's division. There's a lot of great talent. A lot of great talent. Conman not showing up on sub page. I had to come on profile to find stream. Yeah, I figured there was something going on like that tonight, Cal. Thanks for letting me know, though, buddy. I figured there was something going on like that tonight. We've only had like 3,000 total playbacks tonight, which is incredibly low. I think it has something to do with how CMU Dark was late going up today and how I posted this stream right after that video ended. I think it just kind of screwed up the whole YouTube algorithm for the day. So only the diehards with their notifications turned on, and even some of them didn't get notified. So kind of sucks not showing up in the subscriptions page, but what are you going to do? YouTube has been broken for about every single year I've been on this platform, so why would it be randomly fixed now? Every single year, meaning 7+ years. But welcome to the stream, buddy. It's great to have you. Thanks again for sharing all that news over on Twitter. You're really a really great person for making my life easier compiling information in a lot of the sense, so thanks, buddy. Pickles says, congratulations for 119k subs. Did we hit it? Did we hit 119k? I haven't been keeping up to date with it.
The apocalypse walks among you. Show the world the face of their destruction.
Hey, Villain, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream, man.
Thank you, Sister Abigail.
Awesome, guys. Thank you all for 119,000 subscribers. You're amazing. I'm sure we'll drop down below in the coming days, but you're really amazing. Just make sure you drop that subscription if you haven't.
It's okay to be afraid. I don't blame you. I will destroy anyone in my path.
What are your guys' thoughts on Braun Strowman? Do you like Braun Strowman? Do you not? Let me know. What are your thoughts in the chat right now?
Wake up or run. Oh, where has my monster gone? Oh, where could he?
5 years later.
Nobody knows Bray Wyatt.
He's bland.
And it's true. I used to be a part of his family. Run. That's a part of my past that I'm trying to forget.
Same here, Carlos Peralta. Lost a lot of respect for Braun Strowman after those views towards independent wrestlers. And just because Braun Strowman is one of the highest paid people in WWE, it showed that money has completely clouded his judgment. And the fact that he was ripping on professionals losing their job, you know, wrestlers losing their job, relying on their fans to support them during a pandemic. And then all of a sudden, he was just like, hey, I'm going to be big dum-dum here and post a tweet or post an Instagram photo and just be like, hey, I'm dumb. I want the world to know it, so I'm going to say some dumb stuff right about now. That's what Braun Strowman did.
About every...
Is that for me?
What for you?
Bray Wyatt is a manipulator.
Can't you hear her calling your name? Braun, I brought you in from the swamp and I gave you a home. Can't you hear her sweet song serenading your mind? But you turn your back on me. You turn your back on your own creator. I know what I must do. You hide behind this mask for too long. Becomes you.
So now 2 weeks from Sunday, streaming live on the WWE.
I don't know what else to say about this feud here. Yeah, I mean, there's history. Cool. Braun's big. Cool. But it doesn't excite me, right? It doesn't full-heartedly excite me. I don't know if it's because The Fiend had been hurt by Goldberg. I don't know if it's because the last-minute booking of Braun Strowman made his rise to the top too quick and unbelievable in many senses of the word, right? I honestly don't know exactly what caused me to sour so much on Braun Strowman, but overall, it was that little tweet that was released showing his views, how other people I mean, I'm not really wording this right. I don't even know how to word this. Braun Strowman just showed that he was a bit of a inconsiderate human being. That's the best word I can use for it. Inconsiderate. You know, it's not on him to have to support other people trying to get through this time, right? It isn't. But it sure helps showcasing what type of individual you are, right? It certainly helps show if you're a good person or a scummy person. And Braun Strowman chose to show that he was a scummy person. I'm sure once his buddy Drake Maverick and EC3 got released, he wasn't feeling the same way. But also just the thing with Braun Strowman is he got rewarded with a Universal Championship after just some really bad takes. And I know he's big, and I know he was one of the last few believable people who could take out Goldberg just randomly out of the blue, but still, I don't know who Braun is going to be facing, if it's Bray Wyatt or if it's going to be The Fiend. Hey, Carmella. How you doing there, girl?
Hey, you ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. But I couldn't help but notice you have a Money in the Bank qualifying match next week. Shouldn't you be focusing on our match?
Okay, you got me. Congratulations, you did so great last week. You qualified, and I'm proud of you. So maybe you inspired me a little bit. But I don't want to focus on next week. I think we should focus on tonight. And tonight, we have to get the job done against Nikki and Alexa.
I got you, girl.
We can do this.
We got this.
We got this.
Champion, baby.
What's that?
Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship.
Accepted.
I accept you, champion. I'm going to take your title.
What will happen when the champion and the Messiah sign the contract? Raw, this Monday, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
Sorry, I'm curious about this take right here. Sorry I'm broken, not to put you on display right here, but people can't go out and volunteer and do things like that right now during a pandemic. At least they shouldn't be going out and interacting with people in larger groups. That includes volunteering. Sure, I'm sure if you wanted to volunteer to pick garbage off the side of the road, you could absolutely do that. But right now there isn't just any organized volunteering really going on, other than people who are directly involved with this pandemic going on. Kind of difficult to tell people to get out of their house and go volunteer. And yeah, we're only on Instagram at the moment, just scrolling around, but you know, that's because we kind of have to. Kind of have to, right? What I really hope though is what we get out of this is we get a sense of community back in life. You know, just for a moment of like, just a moment to take a look at the silver lining at all this, because there really is not too many good things that are going on at the moment with the world essentially being on lockdown. You know, you want to go out and you want to see your friends, you want to go back to school, you want to go out to a restaurant, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to live your life, right? And I feel you guys. I feel you. It's getting a lot just staying inside day after day after day, right? Without a doubt. But keep in the back of your mind that during this time, what we're getting is we're gaining a sense of appreciation for what is out there. So often we sit here spending hours and hours and hours on our phone, right? We spend hours on the internet. We spend hours playing video games. We spend hours Snapchatting, TikTok, what have you. Now, all of a sudden, when we're told, hey, you have nothing else to do but that, it's like, well, we want the stuff that we used to be allowed to do. We want the ability to go outside again. That's what everybody wants. So, what I gotta say is, during this time, while you're sitting at home with your family, or potentially by yourself, or your loved ones or roommates, or whoever it may be, just keep in the back of your mind that the silver lining is going to give us a deeper sense of appreciation for all the things that we enjoy in life after it's done. When we get it back, we're going to enjoy those times with our friends a little bit more. There isn't going to be so much of a rush to go home from the bar. You're going to want to go out for dinner as opposed to ordering in. These are good things for the world in the future. These are good things for each and every one of us, reminding us that, you know, there's bigger things than our phone. There's more important things than the stuff that we stare at on our screens, right? There's a lot more important things. And that deeper sense of appreciation, I certainly feel it. I'm not sure if anybody else is feeling along the same sense as me, but I feel that, and I want it back, you know? Really want it back. But yeah, that's kind of a silver lining right there. If there is one, you know, you gain this deeper sense of appreciation for all the stuff that you used to love in life. I'm not too sure what Triple H is going to announce, but I'm sure we're going to find out here relatively soon. We also have ourselves a tag team title match tonight, and that's what we're going to get. Looks like Little Miss Bliss and Nikki Cross are going to come on down. So, thumbs up or thumbs down for tonight's episode of SmackDown? What do you guys think? Man, for a partnership that I really didn't think was going to last a long time between Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, has ended up becoming a pretty good tag team. Bliss and Cross in the ring. Yeah, there they are. L-O-U, yes, yes. Diamonds on my neck, 'cause I'm fabulous. Hey. Man, Carmella. Oh, capiche. Oh, alright. Alright, but there's Dana Brooke. And I don't want to be this guy, but how funny would it be if sometime, and I really mean this in like the nicest way possible, but how funny would it be if sometime Dana Brooke comes in to do that like cartwheel thing without her hands, whatever the frig it's called, and she just kind of slips and she just tumbles right there because there wouldn't be any hands out in front. It would just kind of be like a flip and then just like, look, I don't want her to get hurt, but I think it would be pretty funny just to kind of watch her go out and just kind of fall flat on her face, kind of like Miz trying to kip up there earlier in the night, as long as she didn't get hurt, obviously.
Got their start in the tryouts in WWE and have been friends ever since. I wouldn't exactly consider them friends, Cole.
But Dana Brooke and Carmella versus Bliss and Cross.
Carmella certainly has a healthy respect for what Dana Brooke is capable of.
So Dana Brooke,
earned her way
Carmella. Is Carmella going to turn heel in this match? Or are they going to try to keep this partnership together for a little bit more? I honestly don't know. What do you guys think? Does Carmella turn heel? Yay or nay? In the chat right now.
Came out of the box with a drop kick to Cross, catching her off guard. Dana looking to play off the momentum from last week, and now Carmella launching herself off the apron. And caution to the wind, but the unorthodox Nikki Cross makes Mella pay. And meanwhile, look at Dana Brooke off the barricade, cross body. Get her in the ring. Dana needs to get her in the ring. Tag team titles are on the line.
All right. Bliss and Nikki Cross. Where is Nikki? There she is. You want to see heel Dana Brooke? Interesting. Bliss Cross applesauce. That's funny. So lots of people saying no, but also some people saying yes. I legit don't know what they have planned right here. Obviously, Carmella is supposed to
effortless ability to keep track of your pack. Now, the whole world is yours to explore. Polaris, think outside.
Yeah. I think Carmella is supposed to enter Money in the Bank, but I don't know for sure. They could end up. Dude, I don't know. This is a tough year to book. It's really a tough year to book. Not gonna lie. Who will win is the question. Hashtag Smackdown. Con, what would make Dana's gimmick better? Is there a way?
How we doing, guys?
Oh, Bob, I'm fantastic.
Carmella and Dana, or will it be Bliss and Cross? Yeah, I don't know what you could add to Dana Brooke's character that would make her more of an interesting character. Unfortunately, I think it has to do with the way that she speaks. Her microphone skills sound rough. I'm sorry to anybody who's a Dana Brooke fan, but her microphone skills are not that good. So it makes listening to her difficult, in my honest opinion. It makes hearing what she has to say a little difficult to listen to. She has decent athletic ability in the ring. Yeah.
I'm going granola. Me too.
She can do a swanton bomb, I guess. It's impressive. You know what I mean? I look down the roster and I look at people who could be in Dana Brooke's spot in terms of in-ring ability, in terms of connection with the fans, and literally almost every woman down in NXT, in my opinion, is better than Dana Brooke. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just Dana Brooke, she just doesn't work for me. When I see her enter that ring, I feel like she's just there. She was brought up to be with Emma on the main roster to begin with. And then when Emma got hurt, she was lost in the shuffles. There was no purpose of having her there. She falls into the category, and I mean this, falls into the exact same category as Apollo Crews. Somebody who was brought up from NXT far too early based off of how they look and not based off of what they actually had planned for them. Called up way, way, way too quick for Dana Brooke, and as a result, she got introduced to us on the main stage at the wrong time. She was put in a team with Charlotte Flair for a while, right? Put in that team, but the thing is that team was there to try to get Charlotte over, not to try to get Dana Brooke over. And then when Dana Brooke turned face, you know, she lost the one thing that was keeping her relevant, Charlotte Flair. There was just far too many mistakes with her call-up early on, and she never learned how to cut the proper promo. She never learned how to properly speak and to sell you a match. She's just always kind of been there going through the motions in a lot of ways. And I can't buy into the Dana Brooke character. I can't. And I'm not even sure if I'm not even sure if Dana Brooke leaving WWE would allow her to spread her wings even more, because I think WWE is the place that she is going to be most successful. I don't think if she leaves, I think if she were to leave, she would run into an issue that a lot of other former WWE female performers run into. They just don't draw on the indies. And I don't mean to be that in a bad way, but seriously, Emma was viewed as a top tier star in WWE. You know, she was viewed as being the next big thing for the women's division. She's in Impact Wrestling right now, and she's an afterthought in Impact Wrestling. I hate to say that, but Dana Brooke, she would be right on par with that one.
Well-placed forearm to the jaw. Now a Bliss with one of her own.
Yeah, I know it was to debut with Emma, right? I know it was. Tag has been made, though. Nikki Cross into the match here. The tag has been made. Carmella doesn't know what's happening here. Nikki Cross rolls her up. Oh, what a terrible roll up. Into the cover. Count of 2. Kick out by Mella.
Tag team titles are up for grabs.
Tag has been made back here to Alexa Bliss.
Once again, legal. Look at Nikki Cross, who's looking for the neck breaker. Carmella able to create separation. Kick now to the midsection.
I didn't see it there unbroken, but it wasn't calling you out. It was more so just explaining that people oh, hang on, into the cover, count of 2, 3, it's over. That is very unfair, though, to expect people to go out and volunteer during this time as well when their entire government is telling them to stay home. I don't care what type of things Trump is saying. Every single person with their head screwed on right knows that people should be staying inside right now, staying at home, and letting this virus die out before it kills more people. That's what it should be. But let me read your rebuttal right there before I forget about it, if I can find it here in the chat. Looking. I don't see it. Here we go. Let me be very clear. We volunteer with no contact food and med drop off a lot. Med drop off. A lot of people don't have access to stuff, and they need a whole network of people in Brooklyn volunteering with no contact. Fair enough, and you guys are amazing, amazing people there if you are wishing to do so. But one thing that I don't want to be seeing, and which I kind of got the vibe of, is that you're shaming people into feeling bad about not doing anything when they're just following the guidelines, right? Amazing stuff that you're doing by volunteering, right? But if you're trying to make people feel rough by it, it's not the right call, right? We're doing something fun here we're doing something good here as a community to try to raise money towards this. But nobody is forced to donate, right? Nobody is forced to support this cause if they wish not to. You know, if they wish to just sit there and enjoy the stream for a while, they're more than welcome to. So I just don't want to get that confused, right? You don't want to be forcing people to feel like they're being bad people by just following the guidelines and staying home. If they choose to go out and volunteer and spend their time and be amazing individuals, more power to them. But shouldn't be made to feel bad about staying home. That's all. That's kind of what I'm getting at there. Anyways, all good, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Get ready to see Triple H with hair again. Ooh.
Imagine diabetes without fingerprints.
Hey, Cal, don't worry about it at all, man. Seriously, we have already raised over $1,700 towards this cause. I would love to hit the $2,000 mark by next Wednesday. That would really, really, really be awesome if we could say as a community we raised over $2,000. But even if we just get this amount, if we don't raise another single dollar, you guys have been amazing throughout all of this. Seriously.
Healthcare professional or visit freestylelibre.ca today.
Waleed asking me, when is this the donations over? We're going to be going until the end of the month for sure right now, and then we're going to take another examine at everything after that. I don't believe we're going to be continuing it into the first week of May, but maybe towards the back half of May, depending on how this thing is still going. I honestly don't know. Right? I honestly don't know at the moment, but I will keep you guys up to date with everything as I figure it out.
Think you're a better driver when you're high?
What was the first pay-per-view that you ever went to, and what was it like? T-Tonza, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. So the first pay-per-view that I ever went to was NXT TakeOver Toronto 1. I was there in 2016 on Survivor Series weekend, and I saw Revival versus DIY, 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. One of the greatest tag team matches in the history of this business. It is phenomenal. Seriously, you do not write better matches than that in terms of tag team matches. Was truly out of this world good. Also there, I believe I saw Rude. Was it Robert Roode? Sorry, Bobby Roode versus Shinsuke Nakamura? I think... Oh, no, hang on. Was it Samoa Joe versus Nakamura? Yes, Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke Nakamura, NXT TakeOver Toronto 1. I believe that was the main event, correct? I'm blanking here. I don't think it was Robert Roode versus Nakamura, no. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it was that one. It was Bobby Roode versus Ty Dillinger, you're right. Battle of the Canadians. That's correct there, AJ Maleto. Thank you, buddy. But yeah, I went and saw that one. That was my first ever pay-per-view event that I had ever been to, 2016. I then saw Survivor Series the night after, which was, of course, when Goldberg defeated Brock Lesnar in like 1 minute and 16 seconds or however short it was. Just truly insane stuff, witnessing that live. The amount of people in my section that were pissed off, and me and my buddy Steve, we were just laughing and loving it because we're like, how is that our main event? That was our main event. And it was one of the most shocking, unexpected endings. But the thing is, ever since that main event in 2016, WWE has started moving in the direction of every time that they have big, larger-than-life superstars in the ring, they just make it a finisher match. You know, Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar, The Fiend versus Goldberg, Goldberg versus Braun Strowman. You know, they started getting into this idea of needing to do finisher matches. That was all kind of started in 2016. The other pay-per-views that I've been to, I went to NXT TakeOver Toronto 2 at SummerSlam weekend this past August, and then I saw SummerSlam, of course, the night after. I've only been to 4 pay-per-view events, or 4 actual WWE events, and then I've been to 1 WWE house show when I was like 10, I think, 11, maybe 12. I went to a WWE house show, and that was cool. It was cool. Here we go, though. Is it time to play the game? Yes, it is. Time to play the game. Bam, bam. Time to play the game. Ooh. Wahaha. It's all about the game, and how you play is all about control, and if you can take it. 25 years for the boss man. So Triple H all groomed up again, haircut, beard trimmed, looking like $1 million bucks. Here is the game, Triple H. I am the game and I play the rules. Triple H with his water in hand. And I think he's gonna... Oh. Why the hell did they just take Triple H's water? You know what it probably is? Because he can't spit in the Performance Center because of all the precautions being taken. That's actually funny. They took away the water spit. Time to play the game. Here is Triple H.
Wow. It's hard for me to even believe. 25 years. 25 years. I really just...
Hey, what? Ah, he thinks he's cute, but he knows he's sexy. He's got the looks that drives those girls while he got the moves. Yeah, move 'em. I send chills up and down those spines. He's just a sexy boy. Sexy boy.
These two have made together. Not only as friends.
Oh, it's Shawn Michaels, ladies and gentlemen. HB Shizzle is in the hizzle. Here you go, everybody. Long time best friend.
So you didn't think you were going to get to have this celebration without me, did you? Come on now. All right. 25 years. 25 years.
Super kick him, Shawn.
Of the game. 25 years of the King of Kings. One of the greatest WWE performers of all time. The game, Triple H, 25-year anniversary. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Easy. Social distancing, buddy. Social distancing. I love you.
Oh, come on. Come on.
That's the 2 words now, social distancing. Look, I am here.
Got 2 words for you.
Celebrate this
Social
wonderful
distancing.
moment with you. In lieu of this celebration, I sent out literally hundreds upon hundreds of invitations to your closest friends, loved ones, all the people that love and care about you the most in this world. And, well, we're all here for
you. No one's there.
Look, it doesn't look good now, I know. But think about it this way. At least Cole and Corey showed up. I'm pretty sure they're required to be here.
Graves with the thumb.
Think about it this way, dude. You're still a draw. You still got it. You're packing them in. You know, you and I have been friends.
Oh, that's funny.
For the entire 25 years. And before we celebrate you, I want to take this moment to, because I never really got the chance to thank you for my 25-year anniversary show that we celebrated here on SmackDown. That was a good time, wasn't it? You remember my 25th year anniversary show?
Yeah, no, I do. That was a wild night.
Good time.
Yeah.
Good time it was. What was your favorite moment of that? Of my 25th year anniversary? What was your favorite moment?
Oh, Shawn, God, so many moments. So many. It's hard to boil it down to just one.
Sure, no, nearly impossible. But if you had to pick just one, what would be your favorite moment?
So I got to really tell you, I just can't pick just one
No,
moment.
You can't pick one because I've never had one.
There you go.
All right, but look, here's the thing. I'm not angry about that.
What? Hold on a second. You didn't have a 25th year anniversary celebration? Well, you were supposed to. It didn't happen? What? When I get into the office, heads are going to roll.
Thank you. Well, look, I'm, all kidding aside, I'm here to obviously spend this time with you to let the world know about the man that I've always known for 25 years. You and I have been friends for every second of that time. And it was only a couple of years into that friendship when you and I got to bring it live in front of the people, for the whole world to see on WWE television in the form of D-Generation X.
Oh, yeah.
Break
it down.
We were money. Money. It was a good time. We had fun, but everything we did, boom, it worked. It was flawless execution, one-take wonders. I'm telling you, everything we touched turned to gold, and it rolled out as smooth as
immediately.
silk.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look.
Okay. D-Generation X, not so great moments.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. This past week, D-Generation
X. Yes! I love this iconic promo.
This past week, D-Generation X was...
This past week, D-Generation X completed a full sentence.
Important thing is, but easy for you to say.
No, I need you at SummerSlam. Summerfest. SummerSlam. Who really gives a
It's the second highest selling DVD in WWE history. Second.
So what's the first?
The Undertaker's. Man, that guy beats you every time.
D-Generation X fires the first shot at WCW. Go! Here's the
Oh, I love this. Oh my god, I love this scene. I love this scene where Shawn is blowing Triple H over, and then he falls. Oh my God, I love that scene. I love that one.
That's it!
Oh, that was great.
Almost one take. Almost. But even that little stumble didn't trip you up. Dude, that was only the beginning for you. You would then go on to bigger and better things. 14 world championships, numerous WrestleMania appearances, and more importantly, countless WrestleMania moments. You know, I like to think of myself as Mr. WrestleMania, but I'm telling you, it pales in comparison to what you did at WrestleMania.
Aww.
Let's take a look.
That's awesome.
This is WrestleMania.
It's going to show all the losses at Mania, isn't it? It's going to be all the losses. First loss, yeah, count them up with me, ladies and gentlemen. The Ultimate Warrior, Kane, Undertaker,
Triple H taps out.
Daniel Bryan,
This garden creature just beat the game.
Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Kurt Angle, Undertaker, holy crap, Randy Orton,
And again.
Batista, Roman Reigns, Undertaker, John Cena, Seth Rollins. Oh my, that was great. And then getting beat up by Ronda Rousey.
You know, when you see it like that, you weren't that good. Yeah. How many losses you have at WrestleMania? This isn't about me. You know, to be serious for a second, it does make me want to thank a lot of people because I had so many incredible athletes to work with in this ring, night after night, year after year. The Rock, Austin, The Undertaker, Batista, Foley, Orton, you. I mean, it was incredible. And without those people, for me to be in the ring with my career would be nothing. It really, look, I think all those people probably feel the same way as you do. I mean, they feel fortunate to have, I know I do, to have had the opportunity to share this ring with you. And let's face it, it was because of all those moments that your career began to take off. And then, of course, you know, there was that little bit of a hiccup in all of it when you met her.
Oh.
That girl. Stephanie No Fun. I mean, Jim.
Whose phone is ringing?
Don't do this, honey, this.
Triple H's phone is ringing.
Jeez, I mean, you talk about. Sorry, just hold on. Hey, honey.
Hi, baby.
It's Steph.
I'm good. You know, I'm watching your 25th anniversary celebration, and it's so incredible and everything you deserve. And then Shawn starts talking about me.
Oh,
Stephanie No Fun.
No. Shawn wasn't getting on you, honey. He wasn't.
Right now.
I can see him right now.
Right now, and I can see him.
No, he's not. He's not.
No, he's mocking me.
No.
I saw that. You tell that no good, lazy-eyed.
Oh. Lazy hide.
Steph says hi. So she did ask about me. Yeah. She was just seeing if you're all right. Yeah, saw you on live TV. Thought you looked great, by the way. Look, I gotta tell you, you have got a lot of wacky people in your life. Yes, I do. Speaking of wacky, let's talk about Flair, shall we? The Nate. In all seriousness, Ric Flair and Evolution.
Let's get a big ol'
woo! Special moment in your career, I'm sure.
Uh-oh. Is Nate about to call?
Nate, your boy.
Can't get away from me.
Woo! Woo!
And congratulations.
Thank you, man.
I can be there with you guys. So glad you're having a sight for you.
Thank you, man. We love you, Nate.
Well, love you guys. I know how proud your daughters and Stephanie and the whole WWE is of you. So these are rare nights, and I hope you have a great time. God bless you.
Thank you, man. I love you.
Listen, don't let Sean Super get you in the end of the segment.
God. I can't say anymore, man. I'm sorry. God bless.
Yeah, he just can't control it. Hold on.
Another one now. And who is that? Well, I guess we're going to commercial break, and we're going to find out who was on the phone when we come on back. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to this live stream. My name is Conman167. Once again, if you have not done so, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. And if you guys would like to donate towards a good cause for some people who need it, please consider dropping a donation here to the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund for the World Health Organization. Please consider doing so. Any little bit is appreciated to go towards this cause.
There are better-known tractors in the world than Coyote.
Conman's getting his rocks off with his BS drama. What BS drama? A mark that never took a bump, and he is the forgotten sin of commentary.
There's not a single tractor.
Okay, you know what? I'll take the hate. People say when people hate on you, it's because you're doing something good. So hey, you know what, man? Thanks for the kind words. I'm gonna spin it into a positivity here tonight.
Coyote.
You know what, though? I have never taken a bump. I would love to take a bump someday just so I could appreciate exactly what it is these guys do in the ring. Honestly, that is something I really, really would like to be able to do. I know people are going to say, hey, just go out there and go to a wrestling training center or something like that. Yeah, I'm not looking to train to become a wrestler. I know I wouldn't make it as a wrestler, and that is the first thing I would say to all these people here who happen to be thinking along the same lines. I'm not built to be a wrestler. I'm just not. I'm a skinny little bugger who sits behind a computer screen and talks about wrestling as a fan. That's what I do, right? I believe that I have developed a sense of commentary to be able to get us through the show and make the shows interesting enough to listen to, but I don't ever pretend to be the end-all be-all of wrestling knowledge. I'm not. There is so much wrestling knowledge that I have not learned and that I will probably never be able to learn. It's just I didn't grow up in the Attitude Era, so, you know, I missed a lot of that stuff. I missed stuff that people 20 years older than me know. I'm never going to pretend that I am the end-all be-all with wrestling knowledge. However, I would say that my opinions are just as valid as anybody else's, and I think I am absolutely allowed to talk about wrestling, you know, what I like, what I don't like. These are all opinions. That's all this show is an opinion show with some commentary. It's okay if you don't enjoy my opinions, because that is A-okay. There's a lot of opinions out there on the internet that I don't enjoy, but, you know, it doesn't mean that I can't talk about wrestling either, right? Anyways, let's get back here to this show as we are closing in on this last little bit. Off the road, dog! You look like a chia pet?
Yeah, Flair just called me crying on live TV.
I couldn't understand it. I thought it was him.
And we're
on live TV. Are you live right now?
We're live right now. Yeah.
Man, I would have colored my beard.
Yeah. You know, hey Brian, you know what? Here's something.
He just hangs up on him.
I mean, look, it's almost time to go. All right, we're gonna have to hurry up and wrap this thing up. No, don't worry about it. I called Eric Shanks at Fox. Cleared the whole thing, said we can go late as we want.
Oh.
Well, good, because I haven't even got to the Katie Vick segment yet.
Oh, no. What? Vince? Vince McMahon putting himself on screen here tonight, the chairman of the board.
I was going to end without a few remarks from me, did you?
No, sir. Well, hold on one moment. This is obviously going to be an incredibly special and moving moment between you two.
This is
to your son-in-law. I'll just back out and let you two share this moment of 25 years together.
That was touching. Thank you, Sean. So, congratulations, Paul. 25 years. That is extraordinary.
Called him Paul.
It really is. Under normal circumstances, I'd come down and give you a great big bear hug, and Sean, you and I would do the elbow thing. And There are people, no doubt, that are standing all over the world in appreciation of this. And if we had an arena here with people in it, they'd be standing as well. And you've heard the chant so many, many times of Triple H, Triple H. And on this occasion, though, that would only be the front row over here, just where your family comes for the pay-per-views. The rest of us would be chanting, boring, boring. I mean, you guys, not exactly totally boring, but been some other things in this world and WWE that have been a little more boring. How about the gobbledygooker? That was a long time ago, but I thought we needed a mascot, so we promoted this great big egg for months. It's like all of a sudden it hatches. It was at a Survivor Series in Hartford, Connecticut, which I think The Undertaker made his debut, and that could have been an omen, because when the egg hatched, I expected this great reaction and cheering, and there wasn't a yay, there wasn't a boo, nothing. I'm not saying that your performance was that bad. It's more like a Katie Vick kind of like thing. I mean, wow. Some of you know this, but here is Paul, my son-in-law. I said it. And he's naked, and he's in a funeral home, and this mannequin thing, and God, I have no idea why you stooped to those depths. That was bad. And at least
Vince
it was
made him.
not only boring, but in poor taste. And then it's not all bad, because I would liken your performance maybe to I know, Bailey, This Is Your Life.
Oh.
Remember that one? That was crickets.
Oh, come on.
It wasn't Bailey's fault, by the way, but nonetheless. Seriously.
What's the shot at Bailey for there?
I love you.
What's the shot at Bailey for there?
love you.
Didn't reference any other superstar.
And,
Shot at Bailey there. Why?
I think tonight, I love both of you, by the way. Tonight, I just want to say that your performance and you in general are truly just god-awful. What a horrible way to go out. God-awful. Pardon the expression, it sucked. I mean, I would use a word that someone near and dear, I hear it all the time from him. It was rotten. I mean, absolutely rotten. I'm ashamed of you guys. Oh, my God. And if you haven't put everybody to sleep by now, I'll say good night. And good night, Padre. Let's wrap it up, Padre.
Are you throwing us out?
All right, arena's shutting down.
Oh my God. He is throwing us out. Do you hear crickets?
Story of your career, buddy. Story of your career.
Check out today's showstopper. It's an amazing Hollywood.
Well. What the fuck was that? All right, that's going to bring us to the end of our stream. Thank you so very much for watching, everyone. I guess. Sure. 25 years. Sure. All right. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I have been Con. If you have not done so, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who contributed towards this cause here tonight. Another $85 raised towards COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund. That brings us up to a grand total of $1,700 and some odd dollars. We're over $1,700 now. I don't have the exact number at the moment. Thank you guys so very much for watching. As always, I will be back on Monday for Monday Night Raw and also with Monday Night Con. So make sure you guys go check out the rest of the videos on this channel. If you would like to check out some reaction clips from my past, please make sure you go on over to my second channel, Conman Reacts, and watch some videos over there. I believe, though, that's going to be it. There you go. That's it. All right, everyone. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for all of your support towards this cause. As always, I've been Con, and that was Friday Night Smackdown.